Tomorrow is your open day at school. What classes do you have?
You know, I don't want you to come to my class.
What? Why?
Because I know.
Know what?
You may say you're my mother, but you're not. You're not really my mother, are you?
Glenn, what are you talking about? Of course I'm your real mother.
I remember.
What?
The day you came to my house, I can't remember how old I was, but I can't forget the day you came to me and told me, I'm your mother.
Then?
I had suppressed the memory and forced myself to think of you as my mother. But I still can't erase the doubt. You're my stepmother, aren't you? Not my biological mother.
Of course not. I am your real mother. You are my precious son, whom I gave birth to and carried in my belly.
You saying you carried me in your belly? That makes me feel ill.
What?
Don't act like my mother when you're not. You're a fake mother.
That's not true. I'm really your mother.
Don't come to any more of my school functions.
Why not?
Because you're not my real mother. You may have fooled me before, but you can't fool me now. I won't think of you as my real mother anymore.
Glenn, what are you talking about? I didn't deceive you. I'm your mother, no matter what anyone says.
You're disgusting. You're not my mother. Don't act like you are.
Don't say that.
From now on, when I have school events, I'm going to ask Dad.
You can't do that. As your mother, I have the right to know about you.
I don't need you, my stepmother, to know. It's enough for my real father to know. Anyway, you're not coming to school anymore. Hey, you've got to be kidding me. I told you not to come here.
What are you talking about? What kind of parent doesn't show up to meet the fiancé when their son is getting married?
But you're not my parent. You're not my mother. I don't accept you as my mother.
How long are you going to keep saying that? I didn't adopt you. I'm your real mother.
Bullshit. You're just trying to pretend I don't remember when I was little. You're from my father's second marriage. You can't be my real mother.
What are you talking about? Your father was the love of my life. He loved me too. That's why you were born.
Are you still trying to brainwash me?
Brainwash?
I remember. I remember when you said, today we can finally live together.
There's a reason for that.
You're from my father's second marriage, aren't you? I'm a grown man. You can't lie to me like that. You married him for his fortune because he's the CEO of a company.
Huh? How dare you say that to your mother?
But you aren't. You're not my mother. You're my stepmother. Well, I'll give you credit for not abandoning me as a stepmother and bringing me up to this point. But don't act like my mother in front of my fiancé. I don't accept you as my mother.
How many years do we have to go back and forth on this? I told you I'm your mother. What's wrong with a mother being happy about her son's marriage?
You should be ashamed of yourself.
What?
You married for my father's fortune.
What? No.
I know what you did. You have a savings book hidden in the back of a cupboard drawer, don't you?
What?
How much of Dad's fortune did you take? I've seen you clutching that bank book and grinning like a crook many times. You think I don't know what's going on? You thieving bitch!
Glenn! What a thing to say to your mother.
Anyway, I'm not going to invite you to my wedding.
What?
You should stay away.
What do you mean? Only one parent is going to be there?
I'll ask my dad to invite my real mother. I'm going to invite my mom who gave birth to me.
So, me?
That's enough. Don't keep acting like you're my mother.
Thank you for yesterday. My parents said it was a great time. Well, Kelly, thank you for going out of your way to be so polite. I know he's an only child and can be selfish at times, but please take good care of Glenn for me. Yes, I will. I want to build a happy family without you in it. What? I know everything because Glenn told me. He says you're his stepmother who married for his father's fortune. Huh? Glenn said that? Yes. You're his stepmother, but you persistently pretend to be his mother, and it's really annoying. He said that. He said that to you? I don't think it's right for you to pretend to be his mother either. So even after I marry Glenn, I don't think I'll ever be close to you. Kelly, what are you talking about? You treated me nicely yesterday. Isn't that natural? I didn't want my parents to feel uncomfortable. My future father-in-law was there too, so I had no choice but to pretend. Pretend? Since Glenn told me so, I don't accept that you are Glenn's mother. So please don't pretend to be a grandmother when we get married and have grandchildren. Oh no. Oh, Glenn said he wouldn't invite you to the wedding, right? What kind of son doesn't invite his mother to his wedding? Because you're his stepmother, aren't you? Also, it's because you married for his father's fortune. He doesn't want to invite someone like that to his wedding. How rude of you. I am the mother of that boy. Do you still say that? It's really dumbfounding. I can see why Glenn is so annoyed with you. Glenn said he's inviting his own real mother to the wedding. I don't think she'll want to see you face to face. You are such a... How can you say such horrible things to your fiancé's mother? Even if you're just his stepmother? I wanted to say hello once. Well, anyway, that's how it is. Glenn. Glenn? What does this mean? Answer me.
I told you not to come to my wedding. My real mother is coming to my wedding today. You, my stepmother, are no longer of any use to me, so stay away.
You're still talking like that. I'm your mother, remember? How many decades do I have to keep saying it?
You're my stepmother. You're just a woman who married for my father's money. Don't act like you're my mother. How many times have I told you?
What are you talking about? You, your father, and I have lived happily together. We had so much fun cooking family meals together. How happy we were to take walks together. I was truly happy to be able to live together, the three of us.
Well, you must have been happy because you got to be the boss's wife. But I never thought of you as my mother. Where is my real mother? I've been thinking about that since I was a little boy. There were times when I cried thinking about my real mother.
Is that so? I'm sorry I made you feel that way, Glenn. But believe me about this. I am the real mother who gave birth to you, okay?
No more lies. When I saw you holding that bank book so dearly, I knew you were after my father's fortune. You betrayed him, you betrayed me, and I became disillusioned. You may have fooled him, but you can't fool me.
Fool you? Glenn, have you always felt that way? Is that how you've always thought of me?
That's right. That's why I hate you, stepmother. Of course, I don't want you to attend my wedding.
Why not? We've lived together for decades. Why don't you know me by now?
Huh? I know you. You're after my father's property. You're just trying to get me out of the house as soon as possible, so you can steal all that money, right? Are you trying to show yourself off at my wedding? Are you kidding me?
Glenn.
I'm not going to let you get your way. I'll have my real mother at my wedding. I don't need a stepmother. That's why I shut you out.
Then where is your real mother?
What? I asked my dad for her.
Oh?
I asked him to give an invitation to my real mother. My dad was fine with it. I didn't have to explain anything. He understood. My real parents are celebrating my wedding today, so I don't need you. Now go home.
You don't know what you're talking about.
What?
I didn't think you'd be that mean to me.
Oh, really? You're my stepmother. You're the one who wants my father's money.
I had you when I was a freshman in high school. We were in the same class.
What?
People gave me the cold shoulder, but I really wanted to have a child with the guy I loved. Of course, he felt the same way.
That's a lie. How could you have a child in high school? It's impossible to raise a child like that.
It was. That's why your father's parents took you in. Grandma and Grandpa.
What?
They were so against it at the time, they took you away from me right after you were born. They wanted to adopt you themselves, but we really wanted to raise you ourselves. That's why we, your mother and father, studied so hard after that.
No way.
Dad went through a rigorous apprenticeship with Grandpa, who owned a company. I studied everything I could about beauty to make a career out of it. That's why I'm able to run my own beauty company now. 4 years after you were born, my in-laws finally gave me the green light. You were 4 years old.
I remember that time when I was 4 years old.
Well, we were finally able to live together as a family. I spent the first 4 years of your life trying to get your grandparents to accept me. Your father, too. I can't tell you how many times I almost gave up. I just wanted to live with your father and you. That's when we finally found happiness.
Then, why didn't anyone tell me? My grandparents didn't tell me anything either, did they?
It was a scandalous event back then. A boy and a girl in their first year of high school had a baby. I'm sure even Grandma and Grandpa were talking about us behind our backs. The whole family was upset over it. No one wanted to be reminded of such a bad experience. They just wanted to treat you as if nothing had happened.
So, are you really my mother?
I'm telling you I am. I've been saying it for decades.
Oh no. but I asked Dad to give the invitation to my real mother. Did you get the invitation?
Yes, I did. I got an invitation from your father for your wedding. I'm your real mother.
Huh? You are?
Normally, I'm a calm person, but I was so happy to hear that you really understood. I cried so hard. And then, on the day of the wedding, I was kicked out of the wedding hall.
No, I didn't know anything about it.
How could you not have known? I've been telling you for decades that I'm your mother. And I'm sure your father tells you too. Why didn't you believe what both of your parents were telling you?
Because I thought you were just trying to convince me. I always thought you married him for his fortune.
Of course I didn't.
Then, what's with that bank book?
What?
That bank book you were always clutching and smiling about?
That? I was so sorry I couldn't be with you right after you were born.
What do you mean?
To make up for it, I was saving up for my much smaller salary.
Huh?
It was tiny at first, but as I got one beauty certification after another and got more jobs, I was able to save quite a bit. I've been doing this for a long time, hoping to give it to you when you get married.
Seriously?
No matter how many painful things you said to me, I could feel happy by looking at this bank book. Just imagining our happy family after you got married was enough to motivate me. I've worked so hard all this time, looking forward to giving you this.
Is it true? I thought it was a bank book that contained the money you were stealing from Dad. I thought you were just going to take it from him and leave.
You disrespected me a lot. I've lived my whole life loving you and your father. I've already saved about $100,000 in that bank book. I've been thinking that it's the proof of my hard work and that I can help make you happy.
Huh? That much? You were going to give that to me?
Yeah, I was going to give it to you as a wedding present, but...
But?
Of course I changed my mind after what you did to me.
Huh? Wait a minute. I didn't know anything about it.
Even if you didn't know, what kind of a person are you? You were supposed to be a functioning adult, aren't you? Your father is appalled by your behavior.
What? Is he with you?
Yes, he is. He said if I didn't attend the wedding, he wouldn't attend it either. He left the ceremony with me.
Huh? Wait a minute. The wedding is about to start, okay? You two should come back together.
How much do you think you've hurt me? How did I raise such a child? I'm really a failure as a mother.
Don't tell me you're going home.
After talking it over with your father, I've decided to go home.
Huh? I've never seen a wedding without the groom's parents.
I've never seen a groom kick his mother out of the ceremony either. I'm getting tired of it. You guys go enjoy yourselves at the wedding.
Is that a joke? Please, come back.
Mother-in-law! Mother-in-law, it's terrible that you missed the wedding! Oh, Kelly. You didn't want me to be there, did you? Then it's fine. No, I was wrong. Glenn told me that you are my real mother-in-law. And yet, I said such horrible things. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm glad you understand. Well then, Mother-in-law, we still haven't received a present from you.
Huh?
According to Glenn, you prepared about $100,000 for us. I really respect a mother-in-law who can do that much for her son and daughter-in-law.
Oh yeah?
Glenn is married to me now, so I was wondering if you could congratulate us.
Oh?
You said I was annoying, that I shouldn't act like a mother, that you wouldn't let me see my grandchildren. You're being so sweet after all the things you've said to me. You're the one who got married for the money, aren't you? No, that's not true at all. I'm going to support Glenn to become a great CEO in the future.
What? What are you talking about?
Huh? Because my father-in-law is the CEO of the company, right? Glenn works for that company. That means he'll take over, right? That was the plan until now, but... Huh?
Well, I'll think about your wedding present. Anyway, I'm sure you must be tired today, so have a good rest. Bye then.
Mother-in-law?
Glenn, are you awake?
Mother, I want to apologize for everything. And about yesterday's wedding. A lot of people were surprised that I had a wedding without my parents.
I'm sure they were. I've never seen a wedding like that.
It was terrible.
Which one is worse? Calling me stepmother? Treating me like a stranger? And then you kick me out of the wedding venue. I'm tired of being in a relationship with you.
What are you talking about? I'm finally married. We haven't even celebrated together yet.
I talked it over with your father yesterday.
About what?
I'll give you guys the $100,000 I've been saving up.
Really? You really want to give that much money as our wedding present? You really are a wonderful mother.
No, I don't.
Huh?
It's not a present. It's a payoff.
Payoff money?
I'm the mother responsible for giving birth to you. I couldn't even raise you as soon as you were born, so it's my way of apologizing. But I'm going to take this opportunity to cut myself off from you.
Huh? What are you talking about? You've been living with me all this time. Why are you telling me this when we've finally cleared up the misunderstanding?
I told you, didn't I? I'm tired of our relationship. I don't know what I was thinking when I was with you all these decades. After all, you didn't believe anything I said. And now that you're married, you and Kelly can live together in peace.
What are you talking about?
And also, I'm going to ask you to stop working at your father's company.
Huh? Why?
Your father made you work to take over the company. But he said he can't entrust the leadership to you, who behaved so terribly to his mother.
What?
He wants you to work hard on your own in a company without any relatives. Maybe we were wrong to bring you up the way we did. As of today, we're severing our ties with you. From now on, you will make your own way in life, on your own.
Wait. Kelly thinks I'm going to be the CEO in the future, you know?
So what? If you have true love like we do, it shouldn't matter what profession you have, right? You should be able to work hard together. I sincerely hope you guys can be that kind of a couple.
Are you really my mother saying something like that?
How dare you ask me that? I'm tired of living with you for the past few decades. From now on, it's just me and your father.
I'm going to live happily with your father and not care about anyone else. That's what we've decided.
Oh no. You're giving up your son?
It's for your own good. You'll have to do the hard work yourself. Well then, tell that to Kelly.
Wait, Mom. I'm so sorry for everything I've done. I was too young. Now that I've finally woken up, I'll take care of you from now on, and I'll do whatever I can to help you. So don't give up on me.
With our strong willpower, we'll be fine, just the two of us. Because I've decided to stop obsessing about being a parent to you. It's none of my business anymore. Be well and good luck.
Mom!
After that, my son and his wife came to our house together to apologize. There are things that are forgivable, and there are things that are unforgivable. He had done unforgivable things to me, his mother. The wounds in my heart that he caused are not going to heal easily. We turned them away. My son and his wife, who accepted my savings, are still able to live a normal life. I worry a little that their finances will be in trouble. I sincerely hope that he will be able to find a new job and choose to make his own path. Now that I am alone with my husband, I feel as if my heart has finally been freed. From now on, I want to make up for the time I wasted working so hard for our son. I would like to spend more time together as a couple.